Yo, what is going on, you guys? This is King Froggy, and welcome back to Metalhead Reacts. And today we're going to be reacting to Vinnie Paz, You Can't Be Neutral on a Moving Train. This was recommended to me by the King, as well as a bunch of other people, but he was the first one to recommend it. So as for everybody else that recommended it, thank all of you so much. Anyway, we're up to 78 subscribers, guys. 78! The growing of this channel is insane. At this rate, we're going to reach my goal in maybe a week. You guys are amazing. Anyway, thank all of you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Like, if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't. Like, the support from you guys has been incredible. So thank all of you guys so much. And I can't wait to continuously see this channel to grow. And all of us grow as a community and closer and be basically a family. So thank all of you so much. Alright, now, past all the mushy stuff, let's get into Vinnie Paz, You Can't Be Neutral on a Moving Train. Never heard of Vinnie Paz before. Put down your pitchforks. But I've never heard of him. I never have. This is new to me. So, let's jump into it. I got my lyrics over here. Let's do it.
Governments lie all the time. Oh, not just the American government. It's just in the nature of governments. Well, they have to lie. And since they don't represent the people, and so since they act against the interests of the people, the only way they can hold power is if they lie to the people.
Ooh. Ooh.
Of deception.
Ooh.
I am cruel to
Ooh.
myself. Things will never be the same.
Okay. I fucking love this intro so far. And obviously it's about the government. Because, I mean, governments lie to people all the time. Not just the American government. It's just in the nature of government. Well, they have to lie. And since they don't represent the people, and so since they act against the interest of the people, the only way they can hold power is if they lie to the people. Damn. Holy shit. You don't know what I know. You can't see the spreading state of deception. I am cruel to myself. Things will never be the same. Holy shit, dude. That's fucking crazy. Alright, let's keep going. This is just the intro. Holy hell. Damn.
If they told people the truth, they wouldn't last very long.
Ooh, dude, that beat is amazing. I love that.
Came ashore greeted with nothing but niceness, sailing west in attempt to find golden spices, dominated by the popes and frenzy for ISIS. The Catholic Church expelled Jews and claimed it was righteous. The first man to see land would get a reward and get a yearly pension for life, clearly from God. A young sailor saw land, said we isn't far. Columbus lied, said he saw it the evening before. They touched ground, they were greeted by the Arawak. Columbus had them locked up as prisoners in an hour flat. He wanted to find a source of gold, and that was that. And when they thought that wasn't fair, then he stabbed they back. When there was no more gold, he took slaves instead and left 250,000 Indians in Haiti dead. The man died in mines.
Okay, so pause. Okay, so right now it's basically giving a history lesson on how the country started, which is all true and fact-based, and that is insane because wow. Like, I knew Columbus, like, damn, man, I didn't know all these were fact. Like, I don't know if this is fact or not, but I'm guessing whenever he made the song that he fact-checked it. That's crazy. They left out things back in my high school and stuff. Wow. That's crazy, man. Whew. Alright, let's keep going.
At work, the children died from lack of milk and they died in the dirt. They were just taking advantage of a passive people. They were just being the savages of massive evil. That's the church work, that's the path of massive ego. That's the blood of Abraham being stabbed by the steeple. At 16, 19, they were patiently waiting for a ship to carry slaves that was changing the nation. The white man was a cannibal praying to Satan. Hatred, contempt, or pity, or patronization. That's the cornerstone, everything racism based. The African had a
I meant
more...
to pause it. Okay. Now, the reason I'm pausing it, that transition from that first verse into that second verse, his voice tone did not change really whatsoever, except it may have picked up a little bit. But the main change was the basically the entire background beat was insane. It just changed. Everything changed. Except for the basic, bass drum in the back. Everything else changed. That was crazy, and it was very well done, even though it was very sudden. Normally when you do something sudden, it messes up the flow of the song, but it doesn't with this. It fits it so well. So, very well done. Very well done.
Advanced civilization. Black was slave, master was white rationalization. 50 million dead, that's Western civilization. At first they appeared in the north, and they were helpless in the face of superior force. And all of them were chained together, they really was lost. Racism isn't natural, it's merely divorce. Before the slave trade, black was considered distasteful. By the Oxford Dictionary, I found it disgraceful. It's not a natural tendency to be bitter and hateful. It's a natural enemy of the critical staple. Slavery grew as the plantation system grew. The reason for that's kinda easily traceable. Society of helpless dependence was capable of saying fuck a slave master, you in slavery too. 7 slaves were put to death for murdering master. Fear of slave revolt.
It did it again. It changed it again, except for the bass drum and this, the basic part of it, but it changed into a piano style. That is insane. I love it. That is awesome. And then in that last verse 2, it was talking about like slavery and everything, which is, it's basically a big history lesson. That is really cool. This is cool. This is really cool. Thank you guys for recommending me this. This is fucking great.
Had them developing faster. You a Catalan killer, an elegant bastard. I would burn the white man while smelling the ashes. From time to time, white man was part of the resistance. White indentured servants wanted no part of the system. King Philip's War showed that if people would listen, that they could maybe break the complex chain of oppression. Tyranny is tyranny, but that's a concession. But the women, they was treated like that of possessions. Black women had it work cause they was abused. That's the white justification of Aryan blues. The next move was to dominate the Mexicans. James Polk dominated them like they was next to kin. He sent Colonel Cost a lot of them and let them in. 11 days later, his skull was crushed, so message sent. We take nothing by conquest, that was the mantra. The military wasn't human, they were just monsters. Henry David Thoreau refused to pay his taxes. Denounced the Mexican War and got locked in shackles. The 20th century opened, anger re-emerged. Reality.
Okay, those fucking transitions into different flows in the background are just amazing. I love that transition into different things. That is great. But also, like I said, this is literally a history lesson, except instead of doing like they do, in school or like in one of my history classes at college, it's literally, because there they either sugarcoat it or don't tell you the dirty parts behind it, and that is not what we need to do, because you need to know everything about the past. That way you can move forward and not make the same mistakes we did in that time period. So this is really cool to hear this, because it's not sugarcoating anything and it's not leaving anything out. So if someone like today were to listen to that and actually take the words to heart, then maybe people wouldn't be quite as, have a tendency to repeat past transgressions that we have done. So this is really cool to hear stuff like this.
of ordinary life was being heard. Anarchists and feminists came from factory work. Communism, socialism seemed to be rebirth. War is the health of the state is what Bourne said. And if you was born around that time, you was born dead. The Espionage Act had people confused, cause it was double talking, they didn't know how it be used. Supposedly it was an act against spying. Du Bois noted that was bullshit and they was lying. Charles Schenck was arrested in Philadelphia for printing and distributing leaflets cause they was helping you. He was indicted, tried and then found guilty, and spent 6 months in jail. Don't that sound silly? Had his freedom taken away by his own nation. But there's a lesson, do not submit to intimidation. The act still exists today and the shit is real. Supposedly Kennedy tried to have that shit appealed. Eugene Debs did 10 years for no purpose. He obstructed the recruiting and enlistment service. The post office started taking mail privileges of magazines who printed anti-war sentiments. A socialist named Fairchild had it right. He said that they can shoot me, but they can't make me fight.
Exactly.
They sentenced him to a year in jail, and that was reckless. 65,000 men, conscientious objectors. They were sent to army bases to work there. They were treated sadistically and were hurt there. They were strangled with a hemp rope till they collapsed, and officers punched their stomach and...
See, this is what I like about it so far, like about it overall. You guys out there who went to school and everything, in the United States. I know, like, some people, I heard a couple of people say that they were from Canada, or at least one person, I think you said you were from Canada. There's people from all over. But as for the people that went to school here in the United States, were you ever taught any of this? I wasn't. I wasn't taught anything like this. I was given the basic fact of what happened. No detail, not the dirty stuff, not, the things that, according to the government we shouldn't know or we don't have to know. Even though we do have to know this stuff. We do need to have to know this because we need to make sure that it doesn't happen again. And the only way to do that is to tell people the full story, not just what they want to hear and what will make them feel better. And that's the way it should be. Let's keep going.
They lower back, a garden hose was placed on their face with a nozzle about 6 inches from them so they couldn't swallow. The war ended in 1918. The government was just trying to wipe the slate clean. Hemingway wrote Farewell to Arms. Dalton Trumbo wrote Johnny Got His Gun. The war was over, but they didn't learn their lesson. Twin tactics of control, reform and repression. The patriotic fervor of war had been invoked. That's why the country that you live in is a fucking joke.
Damn.
You cannot be neutral on a moving train. This is a story about the lies that your teacher told you.
See?
This is real, actual, factual. No lies in the whole record. If you don't believe me, look it up.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to share the shit that I learned with y'all. Due to knowledge. Your government does not care about you. The people in power do not care about you. Understand that. Power to the people.
Damn right. Wow.
War is like a fix. You get high on war. We won. And then you're down on the ground again. And you need another fix. You need another war. Why do you think we've had war after war after war after war? Every war they say this is the end. This is the last war. In World War I, they said this is the war to end all wars. And then not long after that was World War II. And then soon the United States was waging war in Korea and then in Vietnam. If you study history, what you learn is that wars are always accompanied by lies.
Very true.
Wars are always accompanied by deception.
Very true. That it? That is it. Okay. Wow. Very, very powerful song. Very powerful. And it does show that, considering that, he said, don't believe him, look it up. I believe that, and I believe everything he said just by that he, said at the end. That's insane. You know, uh, the government is fucked up. I know that. And I mean, seriously, like, if you were ever taught any of this stuff in school, then please be sure to let me know where the fuck you were from. Because, I mean, I was not taught this. We were told, the good stuff. We were told the things that, wouldn't make us question, you know, the past and the way the government works and the way that our country is now. We were told the things that would keep us basically blind. So it's pretty cool to see something like this. It's kind of eye opening. Uh, anyway, final thoughts. Fantastic song. Recommend it to everyone. Everyone. Now, thank all of you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, be sure you leave a like down below. Be sure you subscribe if you're not already. Be sure you leave a comment on a song, an artist you want me to do, and I'll get to it when I can. And, also, this is going to be the only video for today because I've got too much I need to do for class because I've been busy earlier getting ready for next semester and stuff. So, I've got too much paper work to do, like papers to write. I got like 3 that I have to write. So, this is going to be the only video today. So thank all of you so much for watching. And I will, of course, see all of you guys in that next video. See ya.